Hello, and welcome to Families in Recovery, a family education video produced by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. The last stage is adjustment and resolution. The goals for people in recovery include watching for triggers and a desire to relapse. They should do things that promote abstinence, know how to anticipate trigger situations, and have coping plans ready. They need to practice new behaviors and work on forming new healthy relationships and rebuilding old ones. And they should examine their long-term goals for recovery and a new, different life. The single most important aspect of maintaining a long-term recovery is knowing how to avoid relapse.
I think that, it's very important for somebody that's going to enter into recovery to realize that alcohol is a part of our culture. It's unavoidable. And unlike the crack addict or the heroin addict who doesn't have to hear commercials for crack on the radio when they drive around town, you're not going to avoid alcohol, either socially or professionally or at family functions. And you don't have to. There is a way to deal with all that. And that's very scary, I think, in the beginning. It was very scary for me. And I needed people that didn't drink that I could talk to about what do I do. What do I do New Year's? What do I do graduations? What do I do weddings? What do I do at all these traditional opportunities where most of the world can enjoy alcohol safely? Because in that first year I felt like such a freak, and I felt like everyone was going to notice that I wasn't drinking. And it took me a long time to realize they don't care, And so I needed people that understood that, and that was through other people that were also in recovery. And you'll realize that they will extend themselves enough to offer to go with you to these events. They will offer a safe harbor as an alternative at any time, really.
It's funny, I think early on it had to be a conscious effort to make a decision to hang around with healthy people.
I have stories where I abandoned a daughter it's been 30-some years ago now, at birth, and she found her father from across the country. That humbled me even more. That a child would want to find a person that did what I did, and now we have a relationship.
I've never met anyone that has enjoyed recovery for any significant amount of time that feels that they did that alone.
I had a recovery plan. I had goals. I had objectives. 19 years long-term recovery. I'm a married man. I have a beautiful wife at home. I have a beautiful 9-year-old daughter at home. My mother passed away 3 years ago on September 11th. I'm raising my 15-year-old little brother, and I wouldn't be able to do these things had I not been in recovery.
My life has changed. I think I mentioned it earlier, 180 degrees. The guy that didn't graduate from high school that I mentioned had gone to the pool room for 3 years, now has a master's degree. And I remember early in recovery hearing other people sharing about having gone back to school and gotten degrees, and I would sit in the meeting and wonder, how in the heck do you do that? How does one use for half of their life, go back to school and get their life together? And I found out through continuing the process how it's done, and I've been able to go back to school, obtain my master's degree, become certified as a master's addictions counselor, get married and have a very happy marriage